Hi, and welcome to Dr. Mix. So you want to press vinyl, huh? You want to join this party? Great idea. Well, let me tell you, I know what's in your mind. You got a lot of questions. How much does it cost? How much music can I fit into it? What kind of artwork? What kind of cover should I have? Well, let me tell you, I've got quite a bit of experience pressing vinyl, and I'm going to share all my knowledge with you right now. What's up, boys and girls? This is my vinyl. This is my favorite vinyl. Got my Kraftwerk, my Dark Side of the Moon, my Herbie Hancock. Vinyl sales are growing, and you know what? Great, because vinyl makes a statement. It's physical. You can hold it in your hands. I pressed quite a lot of it. You know what? Let me show you, actually. These are quite a few of the pieces of vinyl that I pressed in my life. This is from a movie called Cuban Fury. It's my music right there. This is a record that I released on Yoruba Records. This one was released on BBE. There's something really magic about records. And before I forget, this video is brought to you by the kind people at Crates, the one-stop shop where you can get your vinyl pressed, simple and easy. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how to press vinyl on Crates. You're gonna be really pleased. But let's get to question number one. How do vinyl records work? So say that here you've got the music that was produced in the first place, and here you've got your ear, your sweet ear. Pretend that this is an ear, yeah? Maybe this is an earlobe, whatever. The music gets captured by a microphone, and then it becomes electricity. Now this electricity wobbles. And this wobbling electricity goes to a moving coil, which is connected to a needle, which has a diamond on top of it. Now, underneath, there is a spinning record, which turns this way. As the needle moves back and forth, mimicking the audio that comes in, the record gets embossed with a groove. Then what happens, you put it on your record player, which is a needle, which this time, through the tone arm, will retrieve that wobbling information and transform it back into electricity. Finally, from that electricity, it gets to the speaker cone, which then reaches your ear. So how does vinyl pressing work? Step number one, cut the music to a lacquer disc. To do that, you need a big old machine that looks something like this. These machines are really hard to operate, and only qualified engineers can use it correctly. Step number two, take that lacquer record and through a pressing procedure, you make it into a negative version made of metal. That's called the metalwork. You want to see the metalwork? Here it is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at it. Yeah? This is the back of it. Which gets us to step number three, pressing molten vinyl, put the label on it, and then press a stamp against it, and now you have your shiny, brand new piece of vinyl. You want what, 1,000 copies? Do it 1,000 times. Done. Man, I've got a lot of metalwork here. Look at this. This is for a 12-inch. Nice, huh? What is a test press? A test press is simply a test of the stamper. Now, the manufacturer will press just a few copies for the client to verify. See, this is a test press that I got in the past, and this is just like a short run. They would typically send you a few of them, like 3 or 4, something like that. You just put them on your record player. You check if the sound is of your liking, and if not, you may need to cut the lacquer again and repeat the procedure. I usually don't have any problems, and I've always approved my test pressing. How much does it cost to press vinyl? Unfortunately, the answer is it depends. Let me give you an example. For this is I Believe in Miracles by Sunlight Square. This actually has become a little bit of a rarity. The very first press was 500 copies, and I think I paid about £2 each, including the metalwork. That's about $3. But then when I went to repress, the price went down to about £1 each, which in US dollars would be 1.5. But also has to be said that I only had one color, red, obviously, and this is a disco bag. This is, quite simple and inexpensive. Of course, if you start going bigger, like for example this. Now, this costs quite a bit of money. I think I pressed 500 of these, and initially with the artwork and everything, it cost about £1,200, which is $1,400, but this was first press, and I only pressed like just those and never repressed. So, different companies, different prices. Also, you have to factor in the artwork. Do you know what? Let's talk about it. How about artwork? So the artwork depends on what kind of budget you want to go for. If you go for something really simple, like for example this one, this is a 7-inch and it's got 2 colors, black and yellow on white. There are templates for this. This is probably the cheapest solution with the disco bag, which is a sleeve that has a hole in it. This is pretty inexpensive. You can also go for, an artwork that takes all the space. Something like this. This is a record that I had since I'm a little kid. You can press on a sleeve like this. In centimeters, it's like 18 centimeters by 18 centimeters. And all you need is pretty much Photoshop, maybe a nice picture, and off you go. For something bigger like this, then you have to factor in an artwork of about 31 centimeters and a half by 31 centimeters and a half. Usually they might ask you to do CMYK versus RGB, which are the two ways of producing the artwork file. Let me talk about just one more aspect to this. Gatefolds. So gatefold album is something that opens up like this. Now, this is a lot of real estate to make your mark in terms of graphic design. You know what? You can find a lot of good graphic designer on Fiverr. One thing that you should keep present is that gatefolds means you will have a spine, you see? This is like an extra place to put artwork, in this case lettering. So what you really want to do is make sure you get the right template, and then you can use Photoshop or Illustrator to make your artwork. Easy. It's really sunny today. Oh, I keep on putting this on and off. How much music can I fit into a vinyl record? Well, of course, it depends. Again, it depends if you're talking about a 12-inch or a 10-inch or a 7-inch. Of course, it's just a physical limitation. There is only so much space that you can fit the groove. So it depends on how fast you're spinning your piece of vinyl, if it is 45 or 33 RPM, and especially how loud you want the music to be. Because, of course, louder means a bigger groove. And if the groove is bigger, you need more space. I have a little chart that I've put together that I will make sure you can get as a link. And so this is the optimal 45 RPM on a 7-inch. You wouldn't put more than 3 minutes of music. I've pushed it up to 4 with great results. So I would say that. Definitely don't go above 5 minutes because that's not going to sound good. On a 10-inch, you get about 8 minutes per side, maximum 10 minutes per side. 12-inch, you get anything between 6 and 12 minutes. I usually press 12-inch when it's like a club track, like a house or danceable track, because I need big kick drum, then I need all the dynamic range possible. So that's why I press at 45. But if you go for 33 RPM, then you can probably fit an entire album of maximum 40 minutes, and that's going to be 33 RPM. It's going to be a little less dynamic range, but the experience will be awesome. What is the difference between 140 grams and 180 grams? Vinyl record can be thicker or thinner. This is a thinner one. This is a thicker one. You can't really see it, but you can definitely feel the weight. Is there any difference in sound? No. Is there any difference in durability? Yes. The 180 grams will probably last you a bit longer. It's a bit heavier, a bit bulkier. Makes sense, right? What is the inner sleeve? So normally a disco bag will have just a record and main sleeve. But you can put one like this one is made of plastic, yeah? And this will offer some extra protection, especially from dust. And it will make the record a bit chunkier, a bit more protected. There are also paper inner sleeves, like in this case, see? This is, something that costs, of course, a little bit extra, but makes your vinyl a little bit safer. How about color vinyl? Vinyl doesn't have to be necessarily black. It can be, for example, orange, like this one. Or it can even be transparent, like this one. Pretty cool. There is no difference in quality or durability, as far as I know. In fact, I am getting my I Believe in Miracles repressed in red as a limited edition. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, you can basically have it whatever color you want. And they look nice. How do I sell vinyl records? Well, you can start by selling them at gigs. You can just literally hand them to people and they've got something to take with them. They're beautiful. Or you can sell them directly on your website, in which case you have to manually mail it to them. Or you can just look for a distributor. There are many online, just Google them, and they will take them in their warehouse. Of course, they will charge you for it, and then sell them directly to shops or to individual customers. Or, as I was saying at the beginning of this video, you can try crates. Now, crates is a one-stop shop. Not only they take care of everything for you, they will also allow you to sell the record in pre-order before it's even printed. They also offer crowdfunding, which is great because you can get your public to actually support you by chipping in and contributing to the costs of print itself. They will even mail the vinyl for you. So that's another weight off your shoulders. They will behave as your distributors effectively. So you know what? Let's just check it out. This is Crates. This is their website. You go start a new project and bang. So you can choose crowdfunding, as I was saying, or press and sell, or just press only. I'm gonna go for press and sell. So I'll start a project. Now I can choose 12-inch, 10-inch, 7-inch, large hole or small hole. Large hole, small hole. And let's go for large hole, 45 RPM, single, quantity, let's make it 300. And you go next, and then this is gonna be I Believe in Miracles. And this artist is gonna be Sunlight Square. Catalog number can be anything that you want because it's your label. You're releasing it. Copyright declaration, of course, because this is your music. You have to fill up this info. Let's see if it does it automatically for me. Yes, I will have to blur this. Next. Here you can decide the price you're gonna sell it for. I don't know, you can sell it for, I don't know, £8, something like that. You put all your info here, and before you know, your record is available for sale, even if it's not printed yet. That's amazing. In any case, I really invite you to go check out Crates. There is a link in the description. They're really cool people. Lastly, is it worth to press vinyl? I think so. I love it. Vinyls make a statement. They're beautiful objects to look at. They remind me when I press them. They remind me where I made that piece of music. And they're yours. If you found this video useful, I invite you to please subscribe to this channel. Give me a big thumbs up. And do you know what? I wish you a lot of inspiration, a lot of love, and a lot of music. Talk to mix.